I have a 14-year-old son with autism. He's on the autism spectrum. And by the time my son was 2.5 years old, he had dislocated my jaw twice. That was from me trying to dress him and put his diaper on. It wasn't until I had a professional come into my home to put on a wall pictures of his diapers, the closet, the bathroom, the front door, and the car that I knew how to transition him from one thing to the other. Without a professional doing that, I would have never known how to help my son. Normally as a mom, usually between the ages of 2 and 4, you start teaching your child their ABCs. I couldn't sing to my son. He hated that. I couldn't put magnets on the refrigerator because he swiped them off, and none of that worked. It wasn't until I had a professional that came into my home. They would write on a card the letter A, and they would put it 2 inches in front of his face and say A, A, A. And then once he got that, they moved on to B, and then it was A, B. It took my son 9 months to learn his ABCs. I was afforded the opportunity to access services for my son to help him progress. Not all children and not all families have access to those services. The Department of Developmental Services only covers about 5 diagnoses. But within those diagnoses, you have to meet a criteria. And it's not a financial criteria. If your child wasn't autistic enough, they might not get supported by the government. You need behavioral services, occupational services, therapy, psychiatric services. Not all insurances cover that, and they may only cover a portion of that. So when I started Center for Special Needs, it was to help those families that need the support to bring hope. We all want our children to thrive to their full potential. Without treatments and interventions, children with developmental disabilities can't thrive. Just in Ventura County alone, there's 16,000 children and young adults with developmental disabilities. Out of that 16,000, only 7,700 are supported from the government. That's why I started Center for Special Needs.